you've made this new animated short film, and it's really lovely. It's a great message. Here we are, notes for living on planet Earth. Let's talk about it, because how long has this been in the works for?
I probably got involved in it around a year ago. There's an Irish kids author called Oliver Jeffers, and we have a bunch of his books. He's a youngish guy, he's probably my age, and from Belfast. And I bumped into him at a U2 gig, and we kind of stayed in touch. And he had done the animations for the backdrop in Madison Square Garden. It was really cool. And we had all his books and happened to be reading them to the kids, and then they got in touch and said they were doing this. So it seemed to make sense. It's a gorgeous story about explaining the world to a child, basically. It's a young kid's thing, and it's really adorable.
And it's a kid who basically wants to know everything about Earth, wants to learn everything he can about Earth. And it's an animated film that's only, what, half an hour long? It's 30 minutes.
Right. It's like for TV. So it's like, I think it's a half hour.
Yeah.
And Meryl Streep kind of plays, she's the narrator who's kind of Mother Earth. And myself and Ruth Nega play the parents, and Jacob Tremblay. It's very sweet. It's set around Earth Day. And the kid wants to go to the museum, and his parents are essentially saying, let's go out and see the world. The timing isn't ideal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's a beautiful little tale of just trying to break things down into their simplest form so they can be consumed by maybe a 7-year-old.
Well, it's a nice message. This is our planet. This is all we have. We got to take care of it. So far. Yeah. I'm sure we'll find another one very soon.
Yeah.
But that'll be 3 years away.
That's right.
We'll find the next one. This is also, you've done your fair share you've done some work in animation. You've done voices. Are your children aware? Have you done stuff where your children can watch it and say, oh wait, that's Dad?
Yeah. I narrate a kids show on Netflix called Puff and Rock with these guys from Ireland. And it's very gentle, easy show, just set on like cliffs somewhere, it's very sweet. So for the first kind of, when we started letting the kids watch TV, it was all we would let them watch because it's so gentle. But it did mean for a good 2 years, they thought I narrated all of television, which was maybe an idea.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's nice that they thought their father was really the center of the universe. This was my experience when my kids were young. They would fall in love with the show, and then they would they would love it so much that I would mention the show in interviews. Then the people who ran that show would reach out to me and say, Conan, do you want to do a voice on the show? And I'd say, sure. And I would do it, and it's animation. So it wouldn't come out for till a year later. And when it did, the kids had outgrown that show. And say, hey, I'm on the Goo Goo Brothers. And they'd be like, we hate the Goo Goo Brothers. No one watches the Goo Goo Brothers. What we're into now is Teen Titans Go. And I'd say like, okay, great. And then I'd do that. And he'd be like, no, we outgrew that.
Oh, shoot.
So I was always behind.
Yeah. So how do we remedy that? You're going to need to get on trend for kid stuff of the future.
Yes, I know. I think what I have to do now is forget them and aim for grandchildren. That's what I have to do. I have to start working on something now that will come out in 20 years.
That's smart.
See?
Yeah.
And you thought I was an idiot.
No.
I read that editorial you wrote. I love that you.
What a weird thing for me to choose.
I know. Well, the Irish usually piss on the Irish. So
right.
Let me sure I mention this. Here we are. Notes for Living on Planet Earth is now streaming on Apple TV Plus.
Great.
And everyone should check that out because it's
very sweet. Yeah.
And this was nice of you to take time away from the excrement, the bitter feelings between yourself and your. Okay. Yes. Okay. We'll. Okay. I hope.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's just so lovely being at home, you know.
It's great being at home, and I'm so happy for you that you're going to be there. There's going to be a van that comes to your house in half an hour. Get in the back, okay? Don't ask any questions.
Okay, Dad.
Thank you very much for doing this. You're a good sport.
Course.
You're a fine lad, if that's something people really say. Chris O'Dowd, God bless you.
Be well.
Be well.